What's up, everybody? It's the Red Line Radio Show where we talk about One Piece damn near every damn day, and it is chapter 1137. I'm sorry, episode. Is this the finale of the Kuma trauma arc? I think it is because they did the outro music at the end while more scenes were playing, and that's as far as anime goes. That means that's the end of this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, movie quality episode. Crunchyroll did not have the English subs; they had Portuguese and Spanish, so we did the best we could. But we're gonna talk about it. As always, that's Kev. I'm Corey. Let's get started.
Yeah, I mean, so first, where we're leaving off, we're back at Egghead, where we were left off originally, with Bonnie in the grips of Saturn, finishing out the flashback of Kuma kind of just letting loose his final, last piece of humanity. And then that's when that's when she comes out of the room to Vegapunk and goes reverts back to her child form and says sorry and that she understands that he was given limited options, not
She
just
did hate Vegapunk at the beginning of this
yes,
arc. We did have a 6 month time skip in real life, so it's like it seems like it was far away, but like Bonnie wanted to kill Vegapunk when she touched down on Egghead. That was the mission.
hmm
So obviously, mission's over.
which hey, at the end of the day, I still don't hate that idea. Like he deserves to be got for what he did. Like I don't want to forgive the guy,
Yeah,
but I
just
do
because he was
understand.
crying when he did it didn't mean he didn't actually kill your
Yeah.
dad. But okay.
Thank you for put yes. But at least they come to an understanding. Like, hey, you were given like two terrible options, and you chose the easier option. That's fine. I understand that. But then like he gives over the necklace, which is like a link to the sapphire scales, which is pretty cute. It's fine. Um,
I think that was
all
supposed to be the
while like
birthday present Kuma gave for her or something like that.
mhm, happy birthday or happy 10th birthday was kind
Yeah,
of
the
like what
message.
they left off. Um, but then yeah, we're back in the middle. Useless Sanji and Frankie are just standing there watching. I don't know what they could do, honestly. like,
And we're seeing like they are surrounded by military members, and a lot of times these are
yeah,
fodder for the Straw Hats. But it's like we could see from the way they shoot Kuma when he starts showing up, like these guys do got bazookas and sniper rifles. So,
yes,
and you got all these admirals and or these vice admirals. You have an admiral. Sentamaru's tied up. He's captured at the moment. You obviously have a giant Gorosei monster there. Like it is not looking good for just Sanji and a Frankie.
yeah,
Like,
fair enough. I mean,
like
that's fair. I
I
mean,
bet
we
you
also got
Sanji.
Wrath.
Hey, if I was Sanji, I'd be like, I would have picked Lucci. I would have picked the fight with Lucci, honestly, over this.
You know, maybe Zoro does need help. like,
Let me check
um,
on that.
yeah. News coups going around the world though, because this is when the news gets out, which is very quick if you think about this. Like we just showed up yesterday. The Marines just got here. They set. I mean, this was a setup from before the Marines even got here. The story was leaked. I would guess, but the news coup's out. Luffy has taken Vegapunk hostage, and we're trying to rescue him right now, and that's going around to everyone. We kind of get caught up with a couple different factions, mainly the revolutionaries. Did you recognize this snow place that was getting
No,
the news coup?
no, I don't. But it does seem like it's supposed to be familiar because, especially with the kind of
Yeah,
dressing that they're wearing, like with the top hats and stuff
yeah,
like that, like these are all like familiar styles. But I guess it's just showing like people around the world, even unrelated people, are like seeing like this is their impression on Luffy. Like you see
yeah,
this
yeah,
guy's, see this kid's bounty shoot up, then he's like the main focal point at
yeah.
what's it called? What's the big battle? Marineford.
Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then 2 years later, there's nothing. And then when he shows back up, and then bam, takes out a Yonko, takes down a Yonko, takes down a Warlord. It's like, damn. Now he's capturing Vegapunk, and he's battling against the Gorosei. Like, okay, this is a problem.
Well, and that's a great example. Is like at the end of the day, like Vegapunk is beloved, from my understanding, beloved amongst like the everyday people. So him being captured is like, okay, I like this guy. I know this guy. Luffy, I don't know. So he's messing with the good thing I do know. And so this is everyone's first impression. And it's like, okay, you're just gonna have a bad Q rating
I would
or
make him more like a, for the average person, like a Stephen Hawking. It's like, for the average person, it's like, you know that guy's smart. Like, do you like affiliate yourself with anything that he does, or like even like consider him or anything? No. But if like somebody says like, yeah, Stephen Hawking, you're like, oh yeah, 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 the smart guy. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I know who that is. So it's like, yeah, like you said, like every people know Vegapunk. That's a name
yeah,
that turns heads.
yeah.
So we'll see how
And
that works out.
and so like, but with this information being out there, it's kind of quick. So it's kind of interesting to see that. Um, but Bonnie, we get a little glimpse of the future because Bonnie is kind of envisioning what Nika looks like. Has she seen Luffy? Luffy was inside, or she was inside when Luffy went Gear Fifth
No, she
earlier,
hasn't
right?
seen Gear Fifth at all or anything.
Not yet.
She hasn't even seen Gear Third. Like
Yeah. Okay.
she hasn't
Yeah.
seen
Yeah. Yeah.
any of his gears yet. But it's like she just remembers, for her distorted future, all she has to do is like think and believe. So she just remembers
Yeah.
that Kuma said he had a rubbery body that could, control however he wants. So she's like, that's all I got to think of and do. And
Fair enough.
well, I mean, it don't work. He must have Saturn must have a hockey barrier or something, because her hand bounces right off, and it looks like it hurts her.
Yeah, which is maybe at this point just like kind of just show like giving Kuma a place to really show up because while this whole entire episode's going on, you just see passing of oceans or mountains and it's just wind gusting. We all know what's going on as the manga reader, but we know Kuma's arriving at the end of this episode, which is nice.
Yeah,
Um
but before that, somebody feeds Luffy. And it was much more of a discussion when it was just the manga, but now with the anime, it's
yeah.
like you're eating the same bowls of food from, and it's the setting as well. You're eating the same bowls of food from like the marine ships. Kizaru is as quick as lightning. It pans to Kizaru right after, but even more on top of that, these episodes have really fleshed out this situation in this world. And like from Kizaru's perspective, he's watching this 5-year-old girl being crushed to death within the grasp of the. He's like, okay, I gotta do something, man. Like maybe I can't fight this guy because that'll start too much shit, but I would give this guy some food or something, because it's like you're really messing with Kizaru right now.
Which and I think we decided not to do spoilers on this on episode reviews. But like at the end of this arc, like he has like this is all very hard on Kizaru. I won't go too deep into it, but like we saw in the flashback, like he's friends with a lot of these people that are being entangled in very terrible like problems. So this is heart wrenching. He doesn't want to see this happen. So he had to step in. But like you said, this was much more of a question in the manga. We didn't know if it was Sanji or anything like that, but it's much more clear. It's much clearer in the
In
anime.
the anime. Oh, but
Yeah,
when Bonnie uses her attack, her distorted future, she names the attack after Nika, which piques Saturn's interest, and he's like, this is when he just starts like, look, I'm a bad guy, okay, so Nika's not real, it's fucking, you're dumb for thinking that, like, I can't believe you believe that dumb shit, little girl, like, here, I'm gonna squeeze you a little bit more, just because you pissed me off by saying that. And
is
she's
that
like,
when his eyes go dark? Like
that,
his eyes just like completely just
a
pitch
little,
black.
a
And it's
little
like,
bit, but that's when,
oh,
like, the webs and stuff start popping up,
ah,
because it's
ah.
like he's like, okay, like, oh, now I'm gonna mess with you because you have beliefs. You know what I mean? So before I kill you, let me make sure there's nothing for you to believe. Like this is when like he like fucking zooms in like with his eyeball like on her, like, hey, let me look at you when I say this to you. So if I was Bonnie, this is a very honestly, Very traumatic for Bonnie. She's only 5. How you move
Which
past this, I do not know.
which
She's
let's
she's 10.
also let's take her power and twist it though. If you accidentally activated her power, but she believed you were a god, you know what I'm saying? Like if she thought at this point Saturn is a god and she accidentally activates her power, he would, until she sees differently, she would believe he was a god. He would become a god, just like she turns Marines and other people into like
Children
babies and
and stuff like
elderly.
that.
Yeah,
That is
she
very
could
interesting.
turn.
It's like, is can she also soup people up for like a short amount of time? Like
Yeah, I
Usopp.
think so.
Like I can.
Yep.
I always want to. A lot of these abilities can be used to help Usopp significantly. I'll leave it there.
Usopp could help Usopp a lot significantly,
I'm
but
like, oh, Bello Betty, she hypes people up. Oh, you can use that on Usopp. To start a future, you can use that on Usopp. Yeah.
yeah, Usopp, Elbath is Usopp's arc, guys. You know, that's maybe that's what we're all thinking, I guess. Um, but I mean, Kuma has finally made landfall, and he is not looking good. I mean, last time we checked, I mean, we got to remember where what he's been through. He was beaten up, but then he was on the Revolutionary Army. Then he hit the red line, crawled up the red line,
He hit it
fought
and
a
fell
Kainu.
down.
Yes,
Climbed up
yes,
while people were shooting at him.
yes, yes. Faced the Kainu, said, "Okay, this is too much. I gotta go." Hits this ground, which probably doesn't isn't as soft as we're imagining it. Probably still hurts, but he's just being bombarded. He's Thank goodness he's a Buccaneer because he'd be dead 10 times over by now. But all this just to make sure that he gets to Bonnie in time, and damn, dude, does he fucking do it?
Yeah.
That's
Um, More about like the journey, like him going through it. He's using the radical beams. I forget what they're
oh
called for
yes,
the pacifistas, but he's using like the radical
Kizaru's
beams,
beams.
yeah,
Yeah,
to take him out. He's not fighting them as much as like someone would want him to fight people to get out of his way. He's making a beeline straight for his daughter. Like he's
yeah,
going straight there. So like all the onslaught and everything he has to endure, like on the way there, like they're making it very like visceral. Like they're like, no, this ain't easy for Kuma. And
yeah.
also Kuma's smaller than Saturn, and the manga kind of made him look like kind of similar to the same size in some panels, or like relatively close. But yeah,
Yeah, and that is hard, and especially when you have like three different sizes of people in one frame, where
yeah,
it's like the smallest one is in the back, then the medium one, then the large one. You don't. It's hard, and so I try to give him a break, but I agree there were some frames where you're like, are they the same size? And then like in the next chapter, he's like twice the size, or the next frame, he's like twice the size of Kuma. It's like, oh, how does this work? But either way, good. Which this must have been. I mean, after everything we've seen, this must have been a very shocking moment for Saturn. He's like, bro, I put every hurdle in front of you, and you're still here. How? Why?
yeah. It's like every contingency I thought I could make, I made. I even spied on you forever, tortured your daughter. I got your daughter right here. Like I don't even know why you're trying to attack me, cause like I could just kill your daughter right here. It's still you defy me. Why are you defying me? You're a mudblood.
Muggle born, Muggle born. It's like, damn, dude.
Yeah, but Saturn's like one of those people. Like this punch is like it's the celestial dragon punch. The you
Yes.
deserve this shit punch. And
Yeah.
it looks just like Luffy when he was punching the celestial dragon way back in Sabaody. We have it as the background now. It couldn't get more. It couldn't get better.
It could not. And the freeze frame, I mean, we got definite Conquerors hockey. This is me assuming Conquerors hockey, I guess. Um, I feel good about that. definite armament hockey, obviously, but like you said, I mean, just full frontal, just straight to the dome. This blue lightning, I didn't know if this was cyborg malfunction lightning or something
I
else.
think it was because we saw a lot of that blue lightning while he was running,
Hmm.
after he was
Hmm.
getting
Hmm.
shot specifically. So I think that one
Hmm.
is he's got all kinds of sparks.
Yes, yes. Which kind of fucks me up because we look for sparks for like pieces of like to show us powers, but I
Bro,
did go ahead.
side note, I know I talked about this in the text, but when I was watching the Alabasta arc and he was
Uh,
fighting a crocodile and he did his move where he just like scoops and it's like a line of sand and there was purple lightning cracking from it and like Luffy dodged it. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I was like, wait a minute. Like Luffy
Wait.
dodged it and then he never used the attack again. I was like, wait, did he? There ain't.
Dude, I'm telling you, because when you watch Marineford and things like that, you'll see a very weird incident with him and Mihawk, where he sees his hands get cut off.
Oh, the future sight. Well,
Yeah,
that's after we learn about hockey though, because they've been to Sabaody. Like this is before. This is before.
no, no,
Like
but this is before he learns Future Sight too.
that's
'Cause
true, but
he learns it in the time skip, which is, but it's like it's us being shown like way before we ever learn about it.
that's
Same thing
true.
with Conqueror's hockey.
For
Very
me,
first episode with
Marine
Shanks.
Ford is like right before the time skip,
Yeah,
and they were learning about hockey on when hanging out with Boa, as
yeah,
well with
yep.
Sentomaru. So I'm like, oh, he probably has this hockey thing right here, but I didn't know he had that on episode 100. It's
Yeah,
my
no.
shock part. Like I didn't
Yeah,
know that was happening. But that being said, like yeah, we are always looking for sparks in other Conquerors hockey clashes. This one
yeah,
is definitely got to be like a Conquerors hockey clash of like. Yeah, I see what you mean with the blue sparks. He kind of looks like Super Saiyan 2.
yeah, yeah. But no more flashback. I mean, we're caught up. Everyone's here. Luffy's fed, so we're refueled and ready to go. Zoro's off fighting a cat. We may get some flashbacks of that.
Yep, the giraffe is still incapacitated. No telling what's going on with the vampire. Let's see.
So, but dude, I'm pumped because us as the manga readers, uh, like we know what's coming, and buckle up. We're about to see quite a bit more great animation because other people are about to be introduced, and it's gonna be a mini war here on Egghead here for the next 15 to 20 episodes. I think like it's pretty it's a pretty big battle. I mean, just buckle up because animation's gonna be off the chain.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them things. This is definitely going to be 2025 going into 2026 is going to be a time to be alive for a One Piece fan. So, if you guys enjoy One Piece content, definitely like, comment, subscribe, do all the social media stuff, and we will catch y'all next time.
Peace.